Hi, this is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan. He is a Corgi, and there's this weird line on the screen, so I don't know what's going on with that. And this is an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. Hi, you guys. Well, it's snowy here and 30, which freakishly feels slightly warm, but there is a crust of ice 2 inches thick on the snow. And I have to go out and shovel after this, and I do not want to because it's going to be heavy and hard to move, and you have to walk on it to squish it to make it break. And we're late today because the guy was plowing the driveway, which makes an incredible amount of noise, even inside the house. So I want to talk today about something that's really fun and that really most of us won't be able to have, but it's still amusing. Tesla, the car company, has announced that in their new cars, they will have something called dog mode. And you're like, what's that? Will it walk my dog for me? Does it have a dog treadmill in the back? No. What that means is the car can be on with the air conditioner running and the music playing to keep your dog happy when you're not in the car, and it's safe that way. And we'll also do the same thing with heat. And another significant thing about this dog mode is that there will be a message projected on the screen that says something like, my owner will be back shortly. I am safe in the car. Please don't disturb me. Which I think, oh yes, I like his little scarf too. That came from the World of Pets Expo 2 years ago. They were giving these out if you made a donation to dog rescue. So anyway, so that way if somebody tries to come and call the police because your dog has been left unattended in the car, the Tesla will be telling them, no police needed. The dog is safe in the car. I think this idea of dog mode is brilliant. And I do have a couple of friends that I know that actually own Teslas. However, they bought them a couple years ago, and they do have dogs, and they do travel a lot with their dogs in the car. Will these people want to trade in for a new model so that they can have their car in dog mode? Who knows? And will other companies like Ford and Chevrolet and GM, Chrysler, copy this and make dog mode available for their cars? I think that would be a smart idea. And one of the cool things about this is that it means that, first of all, people, at least with money buying a Tesla, care about their dogs and care about having their dogs in their cars safely. But if a company has gone out of their way, any company, to say, how can I make this appealing to more buyers by working with the idea of pets being part of our lives, that's pretty brilliant. And that means that pets really have started to sway the general populace into knowing that we need to accommodate them in many different ways. So I am very excited, even though I personally will never have a Tesla. I don't even want one. And I don't necessarily want dog mode in my car because, frankly, I want my dog to come with me to the coffee shop and have coffee with me if that's what I'm doing. And, I want dogs integrated in every part of people's lives. So hopefully that can happen at some point, but this is one step in the right direction to be able to put your car on dog mode and have your dog be happy and comfortable in the car, unable to drive himself, we hope. And this with a screen message saying, leave me alone, I'm okay, my parents coming back. What do you think, Tristan? Will we see some of these Teslas when we're in Washington, D.C. area? That's where I see a lot of them when I'm driving in traffic, believe it or not. And there are, of course, plenty in California as well, and I don't see them so much in New York City. In New York, you're really in a not driving city, so it's not like it is in LA. So we are going out to shovel -1 in South Dakota with Danny. That's pretty awful. I am so glad it's 30 here. And last night I'm going to Santa Fe in 10 days for the T-Touch conference, and I have been working diligently on my report, but we'll probably take a day off with this because I have a lot of reworking my PowerPoint and my talk and packing, etc. But one thing on the Ask Google weather said it was going to be 20 degrees for the high there, and then another thing said like 35. So, it's a good thing I live in New England, because if I didn't, I would not know what that means. I mean, cold for one person is not cold for another person, and I know that -1 is really cold, and that 35 is pretty darn cold, especially in a big hotel room. So I will be packing warm clothes just like I do for the winter expos. So we're off to shovel. Everybody have a great day. And if you don't have dog mode in your car, probably not the best idea to leave your dog in the car. One of my friends actually bought an SUV type camper thing. It really was more of a camper than an SUV, but it was, you know, kind of like those Volkswagen buses used to be, but a modern version. And she bought that just so that she could bring her dogs to work with her, run out on her lunch break and her other breaks to see how they were doing, and then have them with her to drive back home at the end of the day. She felt like they needed that constant care. One of them was sickly, and that's a lot of money to spend on having your dogs be happy in the car at work. And of course, they had air conditioning and music and heat and a camper. But really, dog sitters are way more available for most of us. And Tristan, you don't like going to the grocery store. You hardly like going to TJ Maxx when we're looking for Corgi things. I don't know that grocery shopping is going to rock your world. And you don't like Trader Joe's. He's very nervous in a grocery store, probably because I'm nervous with a dog in a grocery store. People don't like pets near their food. Right, Beth? He's packing his bags to go to Santa Fe as well. You might even bring this scarf with you because you're cute in it and it's snuggly and warm. All right, everybody, we'll see you tomorrow for a special Valentine's Day issue. You're not allowed to shovel after you broke your leg shoveling. Boy, you are lucky. I don't know what I'm going to break shoveling, but it's a treacherous situation all the time, and I don't like doing it. I don't know how old I'm going to be when I can't shovel snow over the deck. Although my friends have laughed at me and said, you don't have to shovel the deck. What the heck? But I do. The dog likes to have a nice flat place to walk, and I do have to shovel a little spot for the kid out there. Right, Biscuit? He's very reluctant to go in the ice right now because it's hard on his legs. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.